I think now is as exciting of a time to live in Greenville as ever. Y'all, there are so many developments that have recently been approved and are under review for approval at the city's Design and Review Board that we're going to discuss in this video. These developments are going to change the landscape of Greenville and enhance life here for its residents. So in this video, we are going to talk about the 9 major developments that are underway in the city of Greenville. And at the end, we're going to do a very quick fire round. So be sure to stick around to the end. Let's do it. As always, my friends, my name is Sawyer, your friend in real estate here in the Upstate of South Carolina. And it's our goal at this channel that we are your #1 resource for all the things that you need to know about your relocation to the Upstate. And if you like this information, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel so that you can follow along for future videos and reach out to me when you're finally ready to make your move. My contact information will be at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around until the end. That way we can start our conversation. So first up, let's talk about Trueline and the Peace Center renovations. So Trueline is the newest music venue here in Greenville. Mike Grazier, the owner and founder of the legendary House of Blues, is bringing his latest concept here to Greenville. Trueline is going to be an event space to host national touring artists, private events, and it's going to create about 500 jobs for the city of Greenville. Also, the Peace Center, which is right here on Main Street on the corner of Main Street and the Reedy River, has announced a $36 million renovation that they are currently doing to their space. So they're going to add a small listening room called the Mockingbird. They're also going to add a 3-level music hall that's going to feature local artists and touring artists. They're also going to have a dorm or a studio for artists to stay in after their concerts. And then they'll also have a recording studio at the new space. And next up is Gracie Plaza at Gateway Greenville. Now, Gateway Greenville has long been this vacant piece of property as you enter into the city of Greenville. It's kind of an eyesore at this point. There's a big green fence around it. But this development is in the final stages of approval at the city's Design and Review Board. Currently, what is proposed is a 24-floor tower and a 29-floor tower, as well as about 14,000 square feet of commercial space. Those towers will feature about 250 apartments, and this is the first series of buildings that you will see as you approach downtown Greenville. Next up is the redevelopment at 300 East McBee. So this is currently where Prisma Health headquarters is located, and this is in downtown Greenville. And it's that semicircular building that you look at as you go over the South Church Street Bridge. So what the developer is doing is adding clear glass. They're adding tenant spaces on the bottom floor. That way, restaurants like Stir, who just recently announced that they're going to be opening up their first South Carolina location, can occupy spaces on the bottom floor. Prisma Health is still going to occupy the majority of the building, about 70% of the building, in fact. So overall, the look of the building is going to change, but only a few new tenants are actually going to be coming in. Prisma Health is going to be staying there. So one of the most controversial developments in downtown Greenville right now is called Biltmore Walk. This is a 44 luxury townhome community that's going to feature 3 and 4 bedrooms, rooftop terraces, elevators inside the units. That's got a lot of Greenville County residents up in arms. Now, contrary to popular belief, this is actually a part of a master plan that's 20 plus years old called the Haney Serene Master Plan. Originally, what was envisioned was 35 townhomes and a park. However, since this location is so close to Cancer Survivors Park, so close to Falls Park, and so close to the county square redevelopment, I don't think they really needed another park, so they increased the number of townhomes instead of only having 35. Now, in my local Facebook group called Living in Greenville, South Carolina, many of the residents, when we announced this development was coming to Greenville, asked, why do we need more luxury townhomes? What about affordable housing? Do we really need more townhomes in Greenville versus other things that could be put there? So let me know in the comments, what do you think about 44 new luxury townhomes coming to Greenville. So next up on the list is the Bon Secours Wellness Arena, which is right down the street from Gateway Greenville. So the management team at Bon Secours has proposed a $170 million renovation to the arena. $70 million of that renovation budget is going to be drawn from a bond issued by the county. Now, that bond is going to be funded by taxpayers who live in what's called the Arena District. And fun fact about Bon Secours Wellness Arena, commonly known as The Well, it is the number 13 highest selling arena in the entire country. And that's beating out arenas in Atlanta, in Charlotte, and Columbia. I was quite surprised to discover that in my research. So, in my opinion, a renovation to the well is needed, and it would be a great value add for the city of Greenville to attract even better artists and even better concerts and even better events for our city and our residents here in the future. So last but not least, before our fire round, is going to be the County Square redevelopment, which everybody knows about, and it's been underway for a couple of years now. Now, the County Square offices, which were the first things to be built, are finally open. I just paid my property taxes and my personal property taxes at the County Square building, and I will say they are very, very nice. Now, what's next up for the development is commercial space. New roads are going to be put in. The anchor tenant, which is going to be Whole Foods, has already solidified their lease at County Square. And this is going to bring in about $25 million in tax revenue for the city once this development is completed. There's going to be multiple buildings. You're going to have access to the Swamp Rabbit Trail, and there's going to be over 1,800 rental residences here at the County Square redevelopment. It's going to completely change this side of Greenville. All right, and now for the fire round to end the video. We're going to go through these 3 developments super quick. So first up, Threes Golf, which is on 385 as you come into Greenville on the right by the downtown airport. Just underwent a renovation, and they just opened their new clubhouse. In my opinion, Threes Golf has some of the best food and some of the best drinks in Greenville. They're famously known as Justin Timberlake being one of their investors. So if you haven't been to Threes Golf, it's definitely a fun time. They have a Humpty Dumpty putting course, and they also have 12 great par 3 holes. And next up is the Weiss Pavilion, which is owned by the Peace Center and a part of its $36 million renovation. This pavilion used to be the home of Duke's Mayonnaise and is one of the most pictured and most famous landmarks in Greenville now. It is currently at the design and review board as far as if this is going to get approved, but what is proposed is adding wrought iron gates to the bottom window frames, adding new flooring and new lighting to the Weiss Pavilion. So last but not least is the Landmark Building, or the Daniel Building, which is Greenville's tallest skyscraper. Now, the lobby in this building is about to undergo a $4 million renovation. Now, this part of town gets a lot of car traffic, but it doesn't necessarily get a lot of foot traffic. So it's my guess that in hopes to get more foot traffic into the building, they are renovating the lobby and bringing new tenants in to hopefully increase traffic in and out of that part of town. So there it is, folks. 9 major developments that you can expect to see change the landscape of Greenville over the next several years. And if you are thinking about moving to Greenville, and if these developments excite you at all, please do me a favor, give me a call at my cell phone number below, or shoot me an email at my email below. I would love to chat with you further about these projects and about how Greenville is going to look in, say, 2030 and 2040, and why this is a great place for you to invest your money in real estate. Until next time, stay safe. Well, this video is going to be about Greenville County, the upstate of South Carolina. Great thing to do and easily in the evening. I'm a local real estate expert here in the area. All the time, we're right behind me is a really cool place called Freight Yard.